Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 4 and we're on the Merkava doing another round just like Rean told us to in the last episode. We've got like half the ship left to talk to everyone, we've got a few bonding events and then we've got a few places we can go to. None of the old trial chests have been popped open yet. Ooh, Milsante. I wonder if we're allowed to go to the shrine. Because we weren't allowed to back then, so that is something at least to check out. Alright, let's start our rounds for today, and I think I will start with the two bonding events that we are going to watch instead of pick, and I didn't even save since last time. Alright, so we know that there's Eustace and Elliot. It's gonna be on deck and in the break room. Hey Eustace, fancy seeing you out here. Indeed, I was just making my usual call back home. To Bereyard, huh? We were just talking about it, actually. About the Imperial Defense Force over there in particular. Is everything okay? There haven't been any issues, and any official business needed during my absence will be taken care of by our butler Arnold. The Imperial Defense Force is doing a skillful job by maintaining the peace somehow, however. Something bothering you? Arno hasn't spoken a word of it out of courtesy, but matters sure to get out of hand in due time. Even the documents that require my seal as acting Duke have severely piled up. I wish you could lend a hand, but I suppose it'll have to wait to leave things to Arno for now. Eustace must have a serious bond of trust with this butler of his. I can understand why he's worried. You know, we still have some time until this afternoon. Want to head to Bereyard with me? I doubt the Imperial Defense Force would be expecting you to return now of all times. And with Valdemar? Then we just might be able to make it through. Alright then, let's go. We need to settle this. For Arno's sake as well. Got it. Let's get ready. They then headed for Krochen in eastern Erebonia with Velamar at full power. With Arno's providing internal information controls as requested, they successfully created a break in the Imperial Defense Force's guard. And then Bereyard, the Verdant City. Oh, I must apologize for this inexcusable inconvenience I forced upon you both, as if matters weren't already complicated enough. I never would have imagined I would put you through such straits as these. You're already in a precarious situation, and I've only given you cause for even more worry. I'll hear nothing of the sort, Arno. You're doing more than anyone could ever ask. We can't stay long, but I assure you I'll do my utmost to reduce the brunt of your workload while we're here. I'd like to lend a hand as well, though. I can't handle much more than paperwork, I'm afraid. Oh, thank you. I'm in forever in your debt. Oh, and Arno, regarding those arrangements that I contacted you about. Eustace? Pretty sure that was the kid that... Whoa! It is Eustace! Memories. They always sneak up on you. We haven't seen you in forever, Eustace. Rabbi, you can't just tackle him like that. Ease up a little. No, I don't mind at all, really. I'm just glad to see you two looking so well. You too, Eustace. Welcome back. Thank you so much to both of you. Eustace. Eustace made a request of Arno and then began scanning through the documents that had stacked up in the office. Rean joined in and got straight to organizing the paperwork as well. I'm done with these here, Eustace. Ah, excellent. I really appreciate the help, Rean. Just a little more and I'll be finished too. We'll have Arno put some tea on when he gets back. In the meantime, make yourself at home if you like. Sure, thanks. It seems I've stirred up a fuss over so little. Still, I'll admit that Tackle earlier caught me a bit off guard. Useless. It was right when I began acting as a duke. The first time she came by the mansion to see me, I mean. She visited a number of times, without any word or warning, and always shared her latest intel, from operations to students to what have you. Past that, we just indulged in tea, snacks, and more relaxed conversation. She was basically his little sister, wasn't it? Milliam, what brings you out here all of a sudden?
Hey, yeah, you sis. I'm here in the neighborhood for some work. Great timing, huh? I just had to stop by. How you been lately?
How many times must I tell you to behave as a lady of your age?
Your family's got the best tea and cakes, hands down, you sis.
You're getting a bit on your face there, Milliam.
Really? Mind getting it out for me?
Oh, ideas. Whatever am I going to do with you? She really become like a sister to me. Thinking about it now, she probably was concerned for me from as far back as even before our graduation. I stepped up as a duke at a time when I was dealing with my father's arrest and my brother keeping his distance, and she supported me through it all. She sure did. Out of everyone in Class 7, Milliam was brimming with potential, the absolute most, wasn't she? Even now, I bet she would have been. What we ought to do is focus on what's to come. Milliam protected us and provided the opportunity for a future beyond all of this turmoil. So our only goal now is to ensure we protect this world no matter what. And when that future finally comes, we'll be there to witness it for her, who deserve to see its fruition to most of all. That way, Milliam will always carry on, in our hearts as well. So you can never give up on yourself, Rean, no matter what circumstances you face. Even after we get past this, we each have much to do, don't we?
Oh.
You're absolutely right. I hear you loud and clear, Eustace, and rest assured, I don't intend on ever giving up on myself no matter what. Let's keep on facing towards the future, whatever it may throw at us, for Milliam's sake. You needn't tell me twice.
Pardon my intrusion.
I've gone and picked up the sword you had sharpened. Ah, perfect. Many thanks, Arno. Ooh. That sword. This would be the Holy Sword of Elvers. I sent it to an artisan I know to sharpen it back up to proper form. It's a blade that has been handed down in the family for generations, together with its sibling sword, which my brother possesses.
I see.
You're not one to roll over in defeat, are you? Certainly not. I plan to overcome whatever stands in our way. You and Irene, side by side, let's take hold of our destiny and forge the future we want in steel. You got it. For Milliam. They then managed to escape Berehart before the Imperial Defense Force came back. Your bond with Hughes is strengthened, and you obtain the Holy Sword of Elvers. The Holy Sword of Elvers is a cosmetic item. Go to the item section of the camp menu to change the appearance of Hughes' weapons. Yes, and of course we'll do it just for the scenes it'll pop up in. And yeah, I'm sorry Elliot, but if I get cosmetics from a bonding event, that's the one I'm going to pick. So, still want to see Elliot? But when we get that extra point, I think I'm going to pick up uses. Alright, let's do you next.
Let's try this frequency.
Listening to the radio, I see? Find any programs you like?
Sure have. It looks like the Imperial Chronicle Radio just started up a new show. It's a music program made in a conjunction with the Heimdall Orchestra.
That's the station in Heimdall, right? The one that broadcasts current events and news programs. I heard they only ran more serious-minded shows, being state-funded and all. I guess this proves me wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking it's just the same. In fact, I hardly even believe it, so I figured I'd check it out for myself.
It feels like something is up here. Why don't we listen in together, Elliot? If you don't mind, that is. I'm a little curious about what kind of program this is myself.
You're always welcome to sit in with me, Rean.
It's just about to start. Do me a favor, though.
Try not to get too lost in it, okay?
What's that supposed to mean? Okay, I am getting curious now. Before long, the Imperial Chronicle radio music program had begun. This next song is a cover of a classic oldie from a pair of young performers rapidly gaining both eyes and ears in Heimdall. Here's To My Dear in a Far Off Land by Ron and Morris. What's with this song? It's as if my heart is pounding just from listening to it. There it is, I knew it. This renowned piece was covered to inspire bravery among all of our soldiers, marching out to face this coming war. And I just know the late Liana Gregg, the amazing performer behind the original, is right at Ayu's side, delighted with this tribute to her work. Ooh, Elliot's mom? Now our next song is... Hey Elliot, that song and the pair performing it. Yeah, the piece was one of my mom had originally written, and the ones covering it were Ron and Morris, friends of mine from the Music Academy. We met them during one of our field studies, as I recall. One of them works for a Refeld company now, right? Yeah, Kalinka. She contacted me just the other day, actually. Ron and Morris were expected to join the Imperial Orchestra, but then ended up making their debut as a duo instead. They specialize in martial music, designed to heighten the audience's inclination towards war. That song incorporates several melodies tailored specifically to induce aggression within its listeners. It definitely got my heart pumping, but could a song really do that on its own? Then again, considering the spread of the Empire's curse, not to mention your own performances, well, like I always say, that's the power of music. My mom originally wrote that song with my dad in mind. He was set to head out with the army on one of their campaigns. And now Ron and Morris are... Elliot. Well, I guess they succeeded in a way. I feel more motivated to catch up with them more than ever now. We have an announcement to make for all you loyal listeners out there. Ron and Morris, two of the hottest performers around, are currently on a provincial tour through La Mer. In fact, they're scheduled to perform an outdoor concert in Raquel later today, so if you're around, we definitely recommend stopping by. Look at that, I guess my chance arrived quicker than I expected. Would you mind coming with me, Rean? I have a few thoughts I'd like to share with my friends. Of course, Elliot. I'll help you out in whatever way I can. Afterwards, Elliot prepared to set out for Raquel. Meanwhile, Rean went with Velimar to pick someone up at Elliot's request. His sister? And that's our show. Thank you all for coming. That was a beautiful melody. I could feel my spirit lift with each note I heard. Yeah, I can't wait to crush the Republic. I wonder when I'll get my draft card. I hope it's soon. Hey now. Oh, this all feels disturbingly familiar. Arthur has been a great success, would you say? Yeah, that piece seemed to really speak to them all. Let's do it, Morris. In our next Eastern tour, we should play our own music. Is that really your music? Ah, of course. Here's the other option. Elliot? And you? What are you doing here, Kalinka? Shouldn't you be in the capital? I would go anywhere for a dear friend. Since everyone's here, why don't we perform something together? You present to you, to my dear in a far-off land. This piece, it sounds like the one we just heard. It's not quite the same, but it feels tranquil somehow. Well, I guess intent does play a role in music too, with what kind of emotion you play. Ah! Stop it! They came to listen to our music! No, this isn't your music. This isn't your music at all. Wake up, Ron, Morris. Remember what we learned at the Music Academy. Yes, break the curse. Well, even if it's the original, we won't be outdone by you two. There's no way we're letting you two get all the good parts. Oh, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Bravo! Oh, that last piece was amazing. It fired me up to work 100 times harder. Thanks, guys. That was quite the performance. Sorry for barging in on you two, though. Elliot, how can you smile like that? I mean, we ruined your mom's song, didn't we? And we used it to stir up the war. Well, it rubbed me the wrong way when the two of you started exclusively playing military music last year. But now, you make a debut like this. Could it be an order from the army? Yeah, that's right. But it's us that jumped on it. They said, don't you want to be a big success like Elliot Gregg? Oh. Well, so they made us play military music. What's so bad about trying to get your foot in the door? You don't understand how it feels to be us. Being a young musician with a successful tour or carving out a career path in the Riefeld company. We all graduated from the same academy. We'll do anything so we can make our own music. And there they go again. Oh, guys. Ah, so this is how the curse of the Empire is manifesting. You two haven't changed. When you were in the academy, you loved music and believed in its power. Seems you still hold that faith. I felt that when you played Mom's music. The bold blood, sweat and tears you poured into it, and the guilt weighing down your heart. You must have practiced day and night to make it even better. That's... well, turning the piece into a militaristic melody really hurt at first. But I was also impressed as a musician. You managed to make it piece with power. I don't agree with stoking up war, but even I have to be impressed with what you've done using the power of music. And that might be the real reason I called Kalinka and put it in like that. Oh, Elliot. I just want you both to think about what you really want to do. About what sort of music you want to make, and what message you really want to send. Then you won't have anything to regret, and you'll be able to play music that really moves people. Well, that's what I've been able to do with Rean in Class 7. I'm glad to hear you feel that way, Elliot. You say we're the ones who never change. I thought you came just to break up what we were doing here at first? Oh, of course not. Music is never a crime. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to let up. Not even for a second. I'll keep fighting until this curse stoking the flames of war is broken for good. Elliot. Thank you. I feel like you've opened our eyes a little. There's a mountain of work from the army waiting for us when we get back to the capital. But we'll take this opportunity to reconsider our path and work out what it is we really want to do. And we'll pour a lot of thought into how to best pursue our music from now on. No matter what form it ends up taking, we'll embrace it. We're professional musicians after all. Oh, sounds perfect. I'll be looking forward to when we have a chance to perform together again. With that, Ron, Morris and Kalinka return to Heimdall on the train. Thank you, Rean, for indulging me. Anytime, Elliot. I'm glad to see you're sticking to your principles. I'm sure that if you keep investing your all into your music, you'll reach your potential and then some. Well, I've only got as far as I have because you've always encouraged me. I've channeled all that we've overcome together to make my music even stronger. And that's why I have the courage to say everything I did to Ron and Morris. Inspiring as always, Elliot. Thanks for everything, Rean. Likewise. Your bond with Elliot strengthened. Alright. It was so much fun to perform with my friends from the Music Academy again. Thank you for coming with me, Rean. No, thank you. I really enjoyed myself. I'm glad to hear that. I think Ron and Morris will choose a good path. Either way, I'll continue believing in the power of music. We'll be counting on you, Elliot. But not at the moment, because in a few seconds, you won't remember a thing. Alright. With that said, great bonding event, because it really showed the heart of Elliot and his interest in music, but he's not gonna make it up for a cosmetic sword, because that really looked like a cool blade. Alright, let's see who we can talk to now. Oh, how do I taste, Kurt? Please, be completely honest, don't spare my feelings. Well, your feelings don't need to be spared, Your Highness. They're very good. I'd definitely say you've improved. They're a clear difference even compared to the last time you tried baking cookies. Oh, that seemed like such a long time ago now. You and Cedric did your best to hide it, but I could see the truth from the expression on your faces. It feels good to finally redeem myself for that. You made these, Princess? Oh yes, I wanted to do something to keep myself busy. And since Elise has other duties to attend to, I recruited Kurt to help taste test. Would you like to try one too, Rean? I'd be honored, thank you. The lemon flavoring gives it a nice refreshing taste. I like it. I like it a lot. Wonderful. Now I know for sure they're good enough to share with everyone else. We sure are lucky to have Princess Elvin going to all the trouble for our sakes. That we are. I'm so glad to have both your approvals. Thank you, Green Kurt. I'll make my rounds and then be sure to take some over to Elise to try as well. If only Prince Cedric could be here to try these cookies. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bring the mood down. I'm sure we'll get another chance someday. That you definitely will. I'll be running the counter today. May I fix up a drink? Or perhaps a nice warm snack? Sure. There's something so weird about having a classmate in a habit behind the counter. Rean? Is something the matter? No, nothing like that. I'll be running the counter today. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure everyone's worries disappear.
What would you like?
Thank you very much. New Chronicle. No new hairs.
Come again, anytime. What would you like?
Bargains. I assume we missed anything.
Come again, anytime. What would you like?
Ooh, Cerulean. Now the last... Ooh, wait. 15... We can make this. We can make 2 transparent Pecky Badge. HP-wise, it's incredibly good, but if there's no other stats on it, what good is it? It's like basically a pure defensive amulet, because 15,000 HP based on your baser stats is a great amount of HP. It's really, really a lot. It's basically doubling anybody's HP value, so you can take a lot more hits. But does it stack up to extra strength or extra magic power? I don't know. Still don't have the Earth Talisman. I wonder where that one is. Should have found it by now. Alright. I guess we can make the emptiness as well. Not bad. 60 on everything plus critical hit rating. Ooh, this one would be great if we can find a rider's jacket somewhere. It would be EVA 15%. That's really, really good. It would definitely go well on Kurt. Kaiser Mishi, 12%. Ooh. Who has the galley plush? Good.
Come again, anytime.
I think it's Kurt, isn't it? You are... Yeah. Changing it from a 3%
What would you like?
to a 12%? Hell yeah. We do lose a lot of Mishi though. But that one's really, really good. Let's make one. Oh, we can only make one of those. And what if we make... Ah, okay. That's too bad. Would have wanted maybe potentially 2. Not bad, not bad at all. Not there's like a greater CP generator accessory somewhere. No.
Come
Definitely
again,
not.
anytime.
Sorry I got stuck up on that. I should definitely do that between episodes, but I saw it, I needed to check it out. Let me tell you, if you want to savor the coffee's essential flavor, it's gotta be black. I agree. I'm glad someone else understands. Machias, why don't you quit it already? Quit what? Quit acting like you got a stick up your ass when you talk to me. You know you're the only one from the old Class VII who still treats me like I'm some kind of outsider. I didn't even realize. I guess it's because we never had that many opportunities to get better acquainted. Well, hey, no time like the present. Come on, loosen up a little. Alright, I'll try. Hell of a cup of joe, huh, Crow? Okay, that's forced. Very. Ah, damn straight, Machias. That's more like it. Wow. I'm glad I got to see that. Rean, how long have you been there? You saw that, I assume? The whole damn thing. Sounds like you might need some more time to get used to each other. You know, now that I've taken that first step, it feels a lot more natural than I thought. I mean, it's not as if I was deliberately trying to be reserved around Crow. See? You'll get there. You're doing better already. Yeah, just doing something extremely silly does do wonders. Hey Randy, Theo, you guys kicked butt out there. Thanks. I feel like we've earned a break after what happened at the keep. Partially because Theotot here had a hand in what we had to deal with. I'd thank you to forget about that. Anyway, I haven't been on the Makamba in a while. Must be going on 2 years now. This isn't your first Makaba? What can I say? We had a life before we met you guys. Wow, you guys really are well connected.
Well, that aside, please don't hesitate to call on me whenever you head to the surface. You've done so much for me. I must find a way to pay you back somehow.
I'm sure we'll take you up on that sooner rather than later. If you got a long meeting ahead of this afternoon, you might want to rest while you can.
Thank you, I'll do that.
Yeah, if it's gonna be a reunion to beat all reunions, there's gonna be a lot of talking around, I'm sure. But there's gonna be a few episodes before we get there.
Still, holding a meeting on the Wiseland flagship at a time like this, of course it might be dangerous, but reunions or new meetings, I rather enjoyed them since we have the opportunity to do so.
Pretty bold of someone to come up with meeting in a neutral zone for 3 entire countries. Man, I can't wait to see everyone again. I'll bet.
The meeting on the Pentacruel is getting closer. It'll be nice to see Ren and Kia again. Yeah, if they show up, it'll be the first time seeing them since back in Erin. Maybe Ellie will be with them too. It could be a good opportunity to exchange info on what's been going on with our respective teams.
And didn't Muse predict we'd run into someone we wouldn't be expecting?
Or could she have meant someone we'd never met before? Well, the way she said it, it's vague enough that we could apply to a lot of people. Well, it looks like Ellie and the others are boarding the Pentacruel too. This could be a good opportunity to exchange intel between our respective teams.
Well, if we have to think about someone we don't expect or someone we don't know, I would say it would be someone that we consider now in the enemy camp that we would never expect to be on our side and that would be there. Who? No, I don't know, but I think it's going to be somewhere in that range.
We know full details of Muse's strategy at the meeting. I can estimate most of its contents, but it doesn't make me any less apprehensive at confirming the veracity.
Yeah, and I'm still curious to see who's going to be the person that's going to show up.
Oh, hello, Rean. Good to see you're still in one piece.
Hey, Toa, Tina. Thank you all for your help back in Leaves.
Oh, I've told you, Rean. There's no need to thank us for every little thing. We're a team here. That said, I was really impressed with your work this time around, Tina.
Yeah, if you didn't have the orbital gear at the ready, we never would have infiltrated to keep that smoothly. Even Professor Smith gave you his stamp of approval.
It made all the time spent making little adjustments here and there worth it. Although the professor only gave me a pass on this one, I still got plenty of assignments left to tackle. You'll pass them with flying colors too, I just know it.
You've proven yourself more than capable of rising to any challenge. We'll be counting on your support from here on, Tina.
Thanks, I won't let you down. The students were dazzling out there, both the main campus and the branch campus. It's one of those moments where I know that my decision to become an instructor at Thor's was the right move.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because Rean feels the same way.
A passing mark from Professor Smith. I'm so happy. It feels like I can breathe a little easier now. Still, there's a lot I still have to work out. What I need to do is review everything from step 1 again and finesse the details.
You go for it.
I'll help.
Nope, still not going to level 3 just
Come
yet.
back soon.
Probably when we get to the next act, I bet.
Yes.
No new master. Still old, no new weapons. I'm not gonna say I don't mind that. Ooh, more culpers. I just want them in my inventory. Whether I'm gonna use them or not, that's an entirely different thing.
Come back soon. I'll help.
No
back
upgrades
soon.
of the current weaponry.
help.
Level 3, so not to unknown level 4 or something.
Come back soon.
Yes, we will. Alright, that's everybody here. I think we still have plenty of time to do a bonding event here and there. Which one do we... Muse. Definitely, let's end up with her. Oh, is that the kimono you wore for the tea ceremony club?
Yes, I received it from Ada when we parted along with the rest of our equipment.
Just one look at it is enough to bring me right back to our club days. I've been trying to find an excuse to wear it one more time before we head back to the Pentacruel. Maybe I can help her out here. Yes. Hey, Muse, what do you say we have a little open-air tea ceremony somewhere? Oh, open air? As in outside, you mean? Oh, I shouldn't. It's tempting to be sure, but there'll be so much to prepare. Ada gave you back all of your utensils, didn't she? That takes care of most of it. I can probably help out a bit too. Master Kafai did impart some of his finest tea ceremony wisdom to me after all. It could also make for a nice breather of sorts, before we head for the Pentacruel. What do you think? Very well, you've convinced me. It sounds like a wonderful idea. I'll take you up on your kind offer in that case. You have my thanks, instructor. Yes. And now it's just time to make the moves on Rean once again. On Yuna's and Ellie's advice, they decided to take a break and gather together on the Ulster outskirts. While not fully letting down their guard, everyone enjoyed some tea and light snacks in the outdoor air. Okay, it's not just him and Muse. It's a little more bitter than I'm used to. But the snacks are delish, and they've got such a refined, subtle sweetness to them. I agree, they provide the perfect offset of the bitterness of the tea. Well, according to the tradition, you eat the sweets first so you can fully appreciate the tea's flavor. Guess you girls just aren't mature enough for that yet. Oh, like you're one to talk. You're shoveling them in like you haven't eaten in days. All this is pretty fun. I've never been to an Eastern-style tea party like this before. Oh, I must say, your skills really impress me, Muse. Oh, have you done this before? Oh, I certainly have. After transferring to the branch campus, I joined the tea ceremony club. We've still got plenty more tea and cakes, so help yourself to seconds. Everyone enjoyed the refreshments and the chance to relax. Eventually, the time came to pack everything up and return to the ship. Well, that was fun. We took a load off for everyone, don't you think? It's too bad we couldn't get Maya and the others to join us too. Well, that's true. But we couldn't exactly call them away from moving the Durflinger to the safe zone. Aside from that, I'm delighted I was able to wear my kimono again. Thank you for agreeing to this, instructor. You're welcome, but should I take this to mean you have no more lingering regrets? This might be the last time you get to wear such an important keepsake after all. Ah, so I was right on the mark. I had a feeling someone had left that kimono to you. Judging by that reaction, it looks like I was right. Yes, I'll give you that. Was that why you went along with the outdoor tea ceremony? Well, I really did want to give you a chance to let off some steam. But more than that, yeah, I thought it would be a good opportunity to ask you why you've been hiding this from me. Rean reached forward and took something out of Muse's bag. Hey, what are you... This is the custom-made orbital pistol you showed me before. But when you let me handle it, it noticed something that didn't seem right. It's loaded. A bullet of this caliber would be next to useless in a real battle. Looking at it, I'd say it would only be effective within a range of 30 reg or so. Not really suited for assassinations either. There's only one reason I can think of that will keep this on you at all times. Are you expecting me to say I'm saving it for me? To be honest, I don't think you're the type to take the easy way out. Yuna told me you this before, and I'll say it again. You're only human. It's only natural you'll be worried about what might be waiting for us on board the Pentacruel. Depending on how that works out, you might find yourself wanting to use this, am I wrong? What other choice do you have?
I said, what other choice do I have? Mule Mirage is a path already set. Its gears already in motion. It was the only solution I could manage to find. A scheme only I could possibly devise.
I even set it up so I could continue without me. This is part of my contingency plan for if we end up facing the worst possible scenario. If it comes to that, I'm uniquely placed to make the most of it. I can use myself as a pawn to push us forward. I'm the only one who can do this, so what other choice do I have? Muse. Alright, I get where you're coming from. You have to do what you feel is best. Thank you for understanding. Just be aware, I won't stand by and allow that to happen. As your instructor, I'm obliged to protect you from harm, whatever it takes. It's also my duty as an awakener, as an aid to Leaf's practitioner. The unclouded eye, my ogre power, the network I built up at Thor's. I use everything I've got to prevent that worst possible scenario. I let this whole world go to Gehenna before I allow you to sacrifice yourself. Yeah, he doesn't want another Aemilium on his hand, because that might actually drive him over the edge forever. If my own abilities aren't enough, I'll pray to Aius and trust in my luck too. Hope you're ready for all that help and more. Instructor Rean. Rean? Muse? What are you two doing back here? You're gonna get left behind. Sorry, we'll be right there. Come on, Muse. Okay. If the worst truly does come to pass, there's only so much he'd be able to do. But still, he touched a great many people's lives. Could all those connections come back around again and overturn the board, I wonder? I hope you're ready for all that help and more. Oh, I'm a player in this game. I have to concentrate on the bigger picture. And when the time comes, I can't afford to cling to some intangible hope. No, I'll complete my mission according to plan. Maybe 2 hearts will prevent her from doing that? Your bond with Muse strengthened. You shared a special moment with Muse. Muse's kimono. Nice. Like I said, I always like some extra cosmetics here and there. Alright, let's leave the episode here for now. On the next one, we'll complete the remaining bonding events. And then I think it's time to head down to the surface. So, for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time.
Okay.
Until then, bye-bye.